Keep me burning, keep me burning. Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's live where we are talking about 2025 blueprints for families. Where is my glasses? Good, good. Um, I want to say how has been your week so far? So good. Incredible to have you guys here. Let's just wait for a few minutes for some more people to just join us. And when you join, let us know the country you're joining us from. Is it Lome? Is it South Africa? Is it UK? Is it US? Is it Canada? Let us know where you're joining us from. And today we're talking about blueprints for families 2025. We want to make 2025 our best year so far. I pray as we dive into this, we'll get inspirations, we'll get ideas that we can actually work with. Let's just wait for more people to actually join. God bless you. Aye, 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 aye. Akade, may my light never be dim. Keep me burning, keep me burning. Till they coming. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Is this cap straight? Let's have to throw this one on. Keep me burning. Keep me. Thank you for joining. God bless you. God bless you. It's going to be a swell, beautiful time this evening. Abuja, Lagos, Ibadan. I see you guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Keep me burning. We'll be starting very, very soon because we have a few things to cover from our last class. Because this is a continuation of our last class. We'll be starting maybe in the next few seconds, 20 or 30 seconds more. Till the burning of the king. I wanna burn for you. Let me burn, burn, burn for you. I wanna burn for you, Jesus. I wanna burn for you, Jesus. I wanna burn. I wanna burn for you. Let me burn. I wanna burn for you. We'll be starting. Okay. I think this is a good time to get started. I wanna burn for you. I wanna burn, burn for you. All right, good evening again, everyone, and we'll be getting right into it this evening. God bless you wherever you're joining us from. I see you, Lagos, Ibadan, Abuja, Ghana. I see you. Welcome. God bless you. How has been your week? How has been your year so far? As a matter of fact, for some people, they're already drifting away from their New Year resolution, and we are still here discussing, how to make the year awesome. So that is why we're actually having these discussions and these webinars to make sure we're making the most use of our year 2025. As a matter of fact, this year is one of the year you want to really, really be intentional with everything that you're doing with your family to start with. Because, like I usually say, um, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, you will discover that because you're not intentional, maybe you neglected your wife, your kids, your family members, and the rest of them. And you don't want to look back. Like a particular quote I said, he said, life makes sense, when you look back, but then you have to leave it forward. It's when you look back that you now see why some things happen and why some things you did was actually wrong. So we don't want to look back 10 years and 15 years from now and be filled with regret of the things we could have done or we should have done with our families, but we didn't do. So without further ado, we'll get right into it. And just a quick recap from our last webinar where we talk about so the theme is just we just had to rebrand it. But we're just basically talking about how to set and achieve family goals. in the year 2025, in the areas of health, in the areas of family time and bonding, in the areas of finances, in the areas of sex and intimacy for couples, in the area of communication, spirituality, personal growth, and the rest of it. So how can we make the year awesome? How to achieve, how to set and achieve our goals for our families this year. And just a quick recap, in our last webinar, we spoke about the fact that health is wealth, and you must start from eating healthy to exercise to sleeping early. And pretty much, you can get started basically with just, taking more water and taking more vegetable, pretty much. So it is very, very important. You can just start from there and then build it and build your momentum afterwards. And then we spoke about family time, about the fact that it is important for us to actually, to set out time for us to actually bond as a family. If you have younger kids, set out time to actually, like I was explaining. I think my son actually joined the last live. 5 minutes there, 15 minutes there. If you do 10 minutes every hour, that's about 1 hour in about 6 hours already. So it's very, very important, very, very important. And 5 minutes every hour, 6 times is 1 hour as well. So pretty much, I think that calculation is actually correct. It's actually right. So, but pretty much the idea is you want to spend time as often as you can, so that they can look back 10 years, 15 years from now and just give you a casual and say, "Oh, daddy, I just want to check up on you. Mommy, how are you doing?" Could be for 2 minutes or 5 minutes, and those calls would go a long way in your, in your old age than now. But this is when you need to make that investment. Now, we spoke about finances. That as a family, this year we want to actually set our financial goals. We just don't want to be a family that does not have a document of what income looks like, what expenses look like. So we want to be more intentional, more deliberate this year as a family to set our goals also financially, creating a budget, sticking with the budget, saving, and the rest of them. Very, very important. You can hear the big man in the background. So we'll be getting into today's teaching in a Jeffrey. So today we'll be starting first of all with also areas we want to actually set goals. As couples, we want to set goals in the area of sex and intimacy. And as a counselor, as a coach, I can tell you for free, a lot of marriages are actually starving of intimacy and starving of sex. Now, intimacy is for the women, sex is for the men. Pretty much, women don't necessarily want to get physical, but they want to feel loved. Pecking, hugging, beautiful things, it's important. That is intimacy. That is I see you. But men want to really get physical. So we need to set more goals. Some people last year did not have, there was no intimacy in their marriage. Their sex life was wobbling. But this year, you want to set better goals. You want to, do better in that area. Because if you leave most of these issues in marriages untouched or undiscussed, you discover that 2 years, 3 years, it will build into resentment. It will build into resentment. So we want to also set this as a goal, as a family. How do you want to become intimate with your spouse, whether your husband or your wife? So as much as possible, you want to spend time together. Very, very important. You want to spend time together bonding. Very, very important. In one of my YouTube videos recently, I actually shared something I learned about maybe some 8, 10, 15 years, 12 years ago from Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo, where he said, as couples, you have to fast in a day. If you want to actually, be spiritual and pray, you can pray for 2 hours or 3 hours. Let's say 2 hours. And then, you actually want to probably, what was the other thing he said? But if you want to do some activities, 2 hours for prayer, 2 hours for having sex, if you're, you go for that duration, but let's leave that. And then some other little things. But the point is, you will have about 10 to 15 hours to yourself as a couple. So in that time, what do you want to do? You want to gist. You want to be intimate. You want to talk about everything and everything, from hair to shoes to bag to career to work. You want to discuss everything in between. So you can only start building intimacy when you start connecting on a regular basis emotionally. Very, very important. So for men, I would highly suggest, women don't just get, get all sexual, all aroused. First of all, you would need to, spice up things by, connecting to them emotionally. That is very, very important. So you want to first of all build the intimacy, and you can only build intimacy by connecting emotionally. Be there, say the sweet, beautiful things, the compliments in the morning, the perks, the kisses, very important. So that you will not record low sex and intimacy like you did last year. Very, very important. So we want to look into that as a goal. Is it that if I leave for work early in the morning, how many times do I want to check on my wife or my spouse from the office? Is it 4 times? Is it 5 times? Is it every 2 hours? Is it every 1 hour? By that, you are building connection. By that, you are building connection. By that, you are building intimacy. By that, you are gisting. Oh, what's up? Oh, what happened on one hour ago? She will update you, or he will update you. Oh, something happened. Oh, not that you didn't talk all day. You now came. You are now gisting. No, it doesn't really work that way. Except maybe you are maybe doing deep work, which is not all of the time, which is not very often. So as important as it is, we want to set out time to actually, meet, connect emotionally this year. Very, very important. And if you can also schedule movie nights, date nights, cinema nights, going to the park, going to the beach, very, very important. So for this, all of these actions and activities will build your intimacy level. And then it will make sex easy. That is just the truth. It will make sense, come natural, very easy, because you're already in in that atmosphere. Everything is just jolly, jolly, jolly. Gisting and all of that, tapping, hugging, pecking is ongoing. So for you, the man, sex will be easy, and then a woman is already getting what she wants. Just the intimacy, the talking, the gisting, you being there for her emotionally, which is very important on both sides of the spectrum, because a lot is actually happening in our world today. So you want to make sure that your emotional level is well checked. You don't want to not be there unemotionally, or not be there emotionally for your spouse, and then somebody is now there for you in the office. It doesn't work that way. So you want to make sure that your spouse, your partner is top of mind. Regular checking, open communication. Talk about everything. I mean everything. Everything sayable, everything discussable. Talk about everything: money, kids, your new looks, you're losing weight, you're putting on weight, I'm loving it or I don't like it so much. We can make adjustments to your diet, blah blah blah. Talk about everything. And when you do that, you bond better. So this year, moving forward, I want us to actually set these areas as goals for us as couples. Very, very important. Also, based on your budget, based on your lifestyle, you can also do surprises. You can plan surprises. You can explore places, go on mini vacation, 2 days vacation, 3 days vacation, weekend gets away with your spouse. That was what I said, based on your budget. All of these things are going to help intimacy in your relationship. Very, very important. Now, also spirituality as a goal, as a family. What are we doing spiritually? Are we praying together? Are we fasting together? Are we attending services together? How many services are we attending? Can we take it a notch higher? What are we doing spiritually to bond? That is if you're a spiritual person. So pretty much you need to ask all of these questions or set this as goals. What are we doing? Are we incorporating fasting into our goal for the year? Are we doing prayers? Are we doing vigils? Are we going to church more often? What are we doing as a family? How are we building what's it called? Our spiritual energy and stamina as a family? Very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. Please hold on. I think I don't know. I hope we are back. I don't know. I hope we are back. We're just having a bit of network issues again and again, but I hope we're back now. So pretty much very important as well is personal growth. Personal growth. In what areas are we growing personally, as the husband, as the wife, our kids? Are they learning skills? Are we putting them maybe in a dance school, a music school, a swimming school? And then as the head of the family, Am I taking courses on leadership, personal leadership, effective leadership as a as the head of this home? Also, as a wife, am I also taking courses, or learning skills? Maybe I want to better my kitchen skills, or maybe I want to be able to make pizza at home, make cake at home, make some certain things at home for the family, some certain recipe for the family. In that area of cooking, or I want to learn some other skills to make to spice up our year as a family. What am I doing? What am I doing? Or personal goal to say, okay, maybe I want to push my career forward as a woman. What am I doing? Do I want to expand my business? Do I want to x2 or 2x my business profit from last year? Or do I want to learn how to speak better? Do I want to be more outgoing? Or do I want to even build a personal brand? What are you doing for yourself as a person? Very important. You need to have a personal goal, so it does not look like your life is just revolved around your husband, your children alone. Especially for the woman, and also for the man. What courses am I taking? What skills am I learning? Am I going to probably learn maybe carpentry, and I want to create some maybe toys or games in the house for my kids to play with? What am I going to learn? Is it skills? Is it it can be skills, it can be personal skills, maybe for the family, personal skills or courses for yourself, leadership. It could be what am I doing for the year? What are my personal goals as a person? What am I pursuing as a person? So when we come together, we can have things to discuss. So we can have things to pursue. Pursue our passion, improve on our passion, or learn a new skill entirely. So this is very, very important. Currently, I'm in between learning a lot of things, but I think I've narrowed down to one of the things I'm actually learning. Just a skill. That's just something like a new hobby I'm just trying to pick up, pretty much. And also on the side, I'm taking courses on personal development and a whole lot of other things. And then my wife is also doing the same thing, trying to establish another brand from a sister brand from a main brand. A lot of other things are going. Am I going to take my personal, my exercise, my fitness seriously? Do I want to add weight or lose weight? I want to build more muscles. What are the goals? Personal goals. Very, very important as a person. All of this, when put together, makes the year make sense. From health, like we started some 2 weeks ago, to finances, to family time, to sex and intimacy, to spirituality, to personal growth. It makes the year make sense. That's just it. When you look back at the year, you can say, "Oh, I learned this, I did this, I achieved that this year. I grew my brand. I 2x my brand, or I even built a new brand, pretty much." So all of this makes the year to make sense. And then to quickly break this down, we need to now start setting goals in terms of quarters, meaning quarterly goals. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And I hope I know what we're saying. Meaning, first 3 months is a quarter. January, February, March is a quarter. That is one quarter. April, May, June is a quarter, second quarter. So don't set the goals just for the year. Focus on the quarter. For the first 3 months of this year, what am I doing? What am I pursuing? Let's narrow it down to just the first quarter, first of all, not just the year, because the year is, you can think that the year is long. The year is not long. I have this, I have July, I have August, I have April. No. So let's do it. Like, I think there's a book I read about, is it 12-week year or something like that? So let's focus on this quarter. Let's deep dig, go in, put all in, put energy into the quarter, and let's see what we can actually achieve. Because funny enough, statistics shows that people actually set goals for the year, don't do nothing from January to like August, and then October, November, December, they get so driven, and then they achieve all their goals, or even 80% of their goals. Now, that's why I say don't focus on the year. So if you can actually focus on the quarter and achieve something in the first quarter, you can refocus your focus or set the new priorities and goals and for the next quarter. So by the time you look at it in a year, you've achieved so much, or you've been grounded in what you've learned or what you've started so much. There was someone I was listening to and it was like, superb. Excuse me, please. And it says it doesn't look at time, 24 hours, as a day. He looks at 24 hours as 3 days. He said from 6 to 12 is a day for him. From 12 to 6 is another day for him. From 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. is another day for him. That's a powerful way to actually look at time. Because if you look at time from that instance, then you make the most use of your first 6 to 12. You will achieve a lot. You achieve so much. In the next one too, you achieve a lot. Then the last one, you also have achieved a lot. So by the time you attack your time that way, you achieve a lot in a day that some people do in a month or even in a week. So we need to start looking at our time differently. So that's why we don't need to focus on the year as it is. Don't focus on the year. We have 12 years. No. If you focus on the year as it is, then you would sleep on the year from January to maybe June, July, August, and then you get gingered by September, October, November, December. Meanwhile, if you've taken your year seriously from the start, you would have achieved so much. So don't let us look at time as is a year. No. Set your goals, your family goals as a quarter. This quarter, what am I doing? Okay, I want to achieve this for the year, but I'm focusing on this quarter first of all. So when you achieve, if it's a bit or so much, even in a quarter, you can also refocus your focus, like I said, or you can begin to reshape your focus and direction for the next quarter. Before you know it, you look at the year, you look back at the year, you've achieved a lot. So, like I said, in these areas, sex and intimacy, spirituality, personal growth, family bonding time, finances and health. What goals are we setting? And I would advise us, because personally, I've been there before. Don't set too many goals. This is about 6 areas of your life. Don't set too many goals. It could be 1 goal, 2 goals here. If you even set 2 goals, that's about 12 goals, because it's like 6 areas of your life. So don't set too many goals. It could be 1 or 2 goals in those areas. Set them, be specific, write it out. Like the scripture says, write the vision, make it plain, that it may run that reads it. Make it plain, meaning put it somewhere you can see it. I look at my goal every time I'm going to the restroom and I'm coming back. Every time, because it's just there. Sometimes I just stand, just stare. What am I going to do about these goals? They're quite to go about. Excuse my thing, let's work a little bit. Sometimes the goals. And sometimes just by staring, you have ideas. Sometimes just by staring, you just think about it. Okay, what can I try again? So just don't have the goals in your mind. Write the vision. Make it plain. It says that it may run that reads. It's the person that reads it that runs with it. So I don't even know about my goals. So this goal that is here for this quarter. I've never done anything about it. Okay, let's do something again about it. Let's be pumped up again about it and let's revisit it. Don't have the goals in your mind. Have it in your front where you can, like I said, my goal is such in a place in my bedroom where this time I'm going to the restroom, I'm seeing it. Going to my bed, I'm seeing it. So write the vision, make it plain. Make it plain. Make it plain. Now, one thing you can also do is in your areas of goals, who can help you? Excuse me? Who can help you? Do you need books? Do you need YouTube? You said I mentioned YouTube. YouTube can help you actually. It can help a lot. You need YouTube. You need mentorship. You need paid courses. I do all of these things really. So what do you need? You need your spouse to keep you accountable, or someone to keep you accountable, or your colleague at work to keep you accountable on your goals for your career. What do you need? Do you need to join a team in the church, maybe prayer team or something? What do you need? Who is going to help you to make your goals easy? You need to surround yourself with things, like someone once said, the things you hear, the things you see, those are the 2 things that shapes who you are. So who's going to speak life into you to make your dreams come true? So very important, what are you listening to? What are you seeing? So you must condition your seeing and your hearing to make your goals achievable for you. So who's going to help you? Ask yourself that question. What am I going to listen to that will cause this transformation from the inside? Is it books? Is it mentors? Is it YouTube? Is it my spouse? Is it my colleague at work? Who's going to help you to make it achievable? And then lastly, for this evening, I'll say 2 things. Make sure at the end of every week you're asking yourself, how did my week go? What and what did I do? Where did I spend my energy? And lastly, celebrate your small achievements. Celebrate your small wins. They go a long way. They go a long way. I want to quickly say thank you everyone for joining. God bless you. It's been wonderful having you guys. You want to reach out to us if you want us to mentor you, maybe for your personal you're struggling with any addiction personally, or you have personal issues, or in your marriage, or in your journey as a parent. Reach out to us. I think our number is somewhere in our bio. Reach out to us. We would love to work with you. And if you have any questions, if you have further questions, please send us an email. We might not be able to take questions anymore because of time factor. We're just trying to keep it short for us tonight. For us tonight. It's lovely seeing you guys once more. Have a wonderful, wonderful week and enjoy the rest of the month. God bless you. Bye for now, guys. You worthy of worship, worthy of